Sometimes, the hardest battle a person faces is not against the world outside, but against the voices of the people who convinced him he was never enough. They laughed when James Carter walked away from his family's ranch with nothing but an old bag, a broken heart, and an injured wild horse no one believed could survive. They called him a failure who would return begging for forgiveness. But years later, when he came back, the same people who mocked him could barely recognize the man standing before them. In the wide plains of Montana, where endless fields stretched beneath the mountains, lived a young man named James Carter. James was born into a family known for its successful cattle ranch. His father was respected throughout the town, and his older brothers were considered the future of the family business. But James was different. He was quiet, patient, and understood animals better than people understood him. Because of that, many saw him as weak. His brothers laughed at his dreams. His father often told him he was not made to lead a ranch. No matter how hard he worked, James always felt like he was trying to prove his worth to people who had already judged him. He spent years carrying those words inside him. Every failure seemed to confirm what they believed, while every success was ignored. But deep within his heart, James knew there was a part of him that was still fighting. He did not want to spend his entire life chasing the approval of people who never tried to understand him. He wanted to discover what he could become if he was finally free from the voices that always made him doubt himself. When the fences of the ranch were damaged during a storm, James reminded his family that repairs were needed. Nobody listened. When the cattle escaped, they blamed him. His brothers told him that leaving the ranch might be the only thing he would ever succeed at. Those words broke something inside him. That night, James packed his belongings and walked away. He did not leave because he hated them. He left because he was tired of becoming smaller just to satisfy people who refused to see his value. While traveling through the wilderness, James found a wild horse trapped near a rocky valley. The animal was injured, frightened, and unable to escape. Others would have left it behind. They believed wild horses like that were useless and impossible to tame. But James saw something familiar in its eyes. The horse was not broken. It only needed someone to believe in it. James named him Shadow. For months, James cared for the horse. He treated its wounds and slowly gained its trust. And while James was helping Shadow heal, Shadow was helping James heal too. He also learned that the quiet moments in the wilderness were not signs of loneliness, but opportunities to rebuild the confidence he had lost. Away from the voices that once judged him, James discovered his own strength. He learned to survive. He learned to build. And he learned that his worth was never decided by the opinions of others. Years passed. The man who left with nothing became a respected rancher across Montana. His land grew into a successful ranch, but James never forgot what Shadow taught him. Strength was not about proving others wrong. Strength was about becoming someone you could be proud of. One winter, a powerful storm struck his old hometown. The same ranch where James grew up was destroyed by heavy snow and freezing winds. The cattle were in danger, and the family that once rejected him needed help. Many expected James to ignore them. But he saddled Shadow and returned. When he entered the town, nobody recognized him. The boy they remembered as weak was gone. In his place was a confident man with a successful ranch, a loyal horse, and a strength they never saw coming. His family expected anger. They expected revenge. But James simply said, "I did not leave to prove you wrong. I left to discover who I really was." Then he helped save the ranch that once made him feel worthless. Together with Shadow, he guided people through dangerous paths and rescued the cattle before it was too late. After the storm ended, his father approached him. "I was wrong about you," he said. James smiled. "I know. But I had to stop waiting for everyone else to believe in me before I believed in myself." From that day forward, James never looked back with anger. He returned to his own ranch with Shadow beside him, knowing that his greatest victory was not making others regret underestimating him. It was finding the courage to become the person he was always meant to be. Never let the people who underestimate you decide your worth. Sometimes walking away is not giving up. Sometimes it is the first step toward discovering your true strength. The opinions of others may hurt you, but they do not define who you are. If you were in James' situation, would you leave the people who kept bringing you down to find yourself, or would you stay and continue fighting for their approval?